What's up everyone? It's your boy LJ, and in this video I'm going to talk about credit cards. The first video that I made was on credit card management and how it is that I pay them off, how it is that I use them. And in that video I also mentioned that I have two credit cards. One credit card is a joint card with my spouse because this is a dual income household, and another credit card is the one that I use for my own expenses. I figured I would dive into a little bit more as to the joint credit card and how it is that that card is used and why we decided to go that route. As I mentioned before, this is a dual income household. Now, before we got the joint credit card, we were doing a lot of mental tracking and just tracking on paper, whatever, what it was that we would be buying for the house, whether it was things that we would need or just bills in general from PG&E or maybe eating out. And we would split that up accordingly and kind of just keep mental track of it. Like, oh, I paid this time, you can pay the next one, or I got this bill, you'll take care of that bill. And eventually we kind of lost track, or we just found that we weren't really splitting the cost evenly. Who knows? I mean, maybe one of you is paying for more things than the other person and you guys don't want to talk about it, or you're too scared to bring it up. I find that kind of happened at one point. It was hard to track where our expenses were going, how much money we were spending on certain things. And so finally, we decided that we were going to get a joint credit card. We ultimately added my spouse to the credit card that I have. It's a rewards card, so we figured that we were going to use that card for every single bill that we have. So I called up the financial institution that I'm with and I asked about adding a second user to my credit card. And of course, there is a fee involved with doing so, but it was a very quick process. I was able to add my spouse to the credit card, and within like a week or two we had another card with my spouse's name. Everything essentially is the same. The credit card number is the same, expiration date's the same, so we can both use the cards, no problem, which actually comes very handy because sometimes I'll forget my wallet or my spouse will forget theirs, and it doesn't matter because we can essentially use each other's credit card. But so on that aspect, it's made things a lot smoother. It's made things a lot cleaner. We put everything on there from PG&E, Comcast, Netflix, Hulu. Anytime we go out to eat, anytime we buy things for the house, pretty much every bill you can imagine for the house that you can pay with a credit card is on that joint credit card. And it just makes things a lot easier because it makes it easier to track. It makes it easier to track our spending, to see where some of the high usage is, whether it's eating out, whether it's our gas bill, if we're using too much of the heater, too much AC, maybe we're door dashing too much. Much easier to manage, much easier to see our spending, the money that's going out versus the money that's coming in. So it is a rewards card. So I mean, because we do use it for pretty much everything and anything, the points, they just rack up. For us, it's worked out really well. Definitely something to look into. Highly recommend it if you have the opportunity to do it. I just think it streamlines everything. We're not going through the bill and like saying you owe this much and you owe this much. We just pull from our savings because that's where we both send a dedicated amount of money for bills specifically. Everything's split down the middle, and if I want to buy something for myself, I can go and do it without getting any questions about it, you know. The bills are taken care of, the household's taken care of. Moving on. Maybe this will help you all, and maybe you decide that you're gonna do it this way as well. Yeah, leave me a comment, leave me your thoughts, let me know what you think. And if when it comes to money management, if it makes things easier and it helps, why not? Thanks again for watching. This is your boy LJ, and I'll catch you next time.